Sam. I'm going on the air tonight and breaking an important story. I honestly think it'll touch people.
The special prosecutor's office at the very least.
Maybe Hugh Sharp, too.
How about everybody at Gilchrist Manor?
So,
It'll be a strong show, Mary. I like the way you put it together.
I thought I'd wind up with a short editorial statement right after the tape with Miss Mills. She really says it all, so I thought I'd just add a few words about the rights of senior citizens and the need for community involvement with the nursing homes. What do you think?
You might put in a word about future reports on Gilchrist Manor, keeping track of its progress, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's good. You will have to remind me if I'm leaving anything else out, because I just organized this program overnight.
All night's more like it. Besides, you've been organizing in your head for weeks.
True. I'd already done the part about dangerous conditions based on what Bucky and I saw when we visited. So last night I mostly wrote up Hector's story and the introduction, telling how I met Miss Mills in the hospital.
How's she doing today? Did you, talk to her?
Yeah, first thing. She said they had ham and eggs for breakfast and the doctor's coming around this afternoon. Hugh Sharp seems to be lying low and Hector's feeling much better. So I guess we've done some good, with or without the show tonight.
Oh, but it's going to be sweet to broadcast all that financial information and let everybody know that Nick Szavo's the man behind Gilchrist Manor.
You know, that's the one thing that keeps nagging at me.
What? Going after Nick?
Yeah. Going after him without giving him a chance to make a statement. It just doesn't seem right, you know?
Oh, he wouldn't admit anything. He just dodged and sidestepped with that big smile on his face.
Yeah, but that'd speak for itself. Well, Sam, I'd like to be fair, and I certainly don't want it to seem as if I'm afraid to let him defend himself. Besides, I really think it'd balance the show if I got a reaction from him.
Well, there's still time. Why don't you pay him a visit?
My thoughts exactly. What I really want to see is his face. That first second he hears we're breaking the story.
So good, I can taste it.
He is going to be surprised. Rainey didn't find anything out, did she?
She doesn't have a clue. And she won't catch on today because she phoned in sick.
Oh, Bucky, it's even more wonderful during the day.
Don't mess with the throttle.
Oh.
We are still tied up to the dock.
Oh, Bucky, I love it here.
Yeah, it is kind of terrific, isn't it?
The first Erica Kane wedding.
Finally getting married again.
Without Erica Kane.
She just vanished.
Runaway bride.
Be with me.
Or victim of foul play.
My mother's life could be in danger.
Watch All My Children weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet. This week,
I killed someone, Mom.
two parents face a difficult choice.
Can you actually see turning in your own son?
Then,
He tried to kill himself.
Rex wants his family back.
I will do whatever I can. I love you. Will you marry me?
Watch One Life to Live weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
We don't swim in soda. Artificial colors don't rain nourishment down from the sky. And kids don't jump into pools of high fructose corn syrup or play in fountains of sugar on a hot summer day. Water is the pure choice for your mind and body. So drink better, live better, embrace the pure life. Nestle Pure Life.
Looking for a simple way to help lower your cholesterol? Try Benecol Spread, a heart-healthy alternative to butter. Benecol contains an ingredient that helps block cholesterol absorption and has a delicious buttery taste. Make Benecol part of your healthy lifestyle.
If you have symptoms of a yeast infection, know this. BV, the most common vaginal infection, has similar symptoms. So before you try Monistat, use the Vagisil screening kit. It can tell you if you have a yeast infection or need to see a doctor. Don't guess. Test.
If you are a diabetic and currently trying to lose weight, please stay tuned to this important message. A market trial offer is starting now for a revolutionary breakthrough in weight loss called glucosilin, and you are eligible to try it free for 30 days. We are looking for callers to receive a free trial, so call immediately 1-800-620-3352. If the line is busy, please keep trying. Clinical studies of the key ingredient in glucosilin have shown this ingredient to be effective in accelerating weight loss. What's even more impressive is that it also supports healthy blood sugar metabolism at the same time. And now this new formula is being released to the general public, and you're eligible to try glucosilin right now for 30 days. Finally, clinically proven weight loss and healthy blood sugar metabolism in one pill. Call immediately to find out how to receive your free 30-day trial. 1-800-620-3352. 1-800-620-3352. If the line is busy, please keep trying.
I believe I was more than a secretary for Dr. Bolak. I was sort of an office manager, too. 5 years I worked for him.
Miss Levitt, I've given you People's Exhibits 33 and 34 for identification. Do you know what they are?
Yes, they're two of Dr. Bolak's office diaries from Mount Royal, 1974 and 1975.
Were the entries made by Dr. Bolak?
Oh, yes, I would just go through them for our schedule.
Do any of the notations in those diaries refer to Dr. Harriet Hill?
Yes.
Who was Harriet Hill?
Dr. Hill was a neurologist who came to Mount Royal 3 years ago. She was transferred into Dr. Bolak's section in November of 1974.
Miss Levitt, those diaries have been marked in several places. Would you open them to the selected pages and read the dates and then any of the notations that refer to Dr. Harriet Hill?
November the 7th, 1974, Dr. Hill, 10:30 a.m. December the 12th, 1974, Dr. Harriet Hill, lunch. January 7th, 1975, Harriet Hill, conference.
Exactly what does a conference notation mean? Was that a group meeting?
No, this is a particular entry that means a private meeting, usually 2 people, sometimes for an hour, but probably longer.
Continue, please.
January 20th, 1975, Harriet concert. February 9th, 1975, H, p.m.
H. Are you familiar with that abbreviation?
Yes, H means Dr. Hill, and p.m. probably means an afternoon meeting.
Afternoon? You're sure that means afternoon?
Well, I don't know. It could be evening, but, well, not all evening. I really can't say. March the 17th, 18th, and 19th, 1975, S period, F period, H.
Do you know what that means?
Yes, that was a neurologist meeting in San Francisco, and Dr. Hill attended too.
Miss Levitt, have you prepared a list of all the entries in those diaries that refer to Dr. Hill?
Yes, that's it, 47 in all, from November through March.
Your Honor, I offer this list and these diaries into evidence.
Objection irrelevant. No connection has been shown.
I'll defer ruling on this, Mr. Levine, until you make your connection.
Will you describe the occasions on which you observed the defendant and Dr. Hill together?
I saw them more times than I can remember. I mean, comings and goings together, meetings together, conferences together, that sort of thing.
When Dr. Bolak and Dr. Hill conferred in his office, was the door closed?
Yes.
Did you hear sounds from the office at such times?
Voices, usually, laughter. I certainly didn't try to listen.
Did the relationship between Dr. Bolak and Dr. Hill attract attention within the hospital community?
Well, I did hear some gossip.
Oh, I certainly object to gossip as evidence, Your Honor.
I sustain your objection.
I have no more questions, Your Honor.
Miss Levitt, do you know a Dr. Milton Perlman?
Yes, he's a neurologist at Mount Royal, too.
Did you ever observe Dr. Bolak and Dr. Perlman together?
Certainly.
And did they sometimes come and go to meetings together?
I'm sure they did.
And did they ever confer in Dr. Bolak's office occasionally, behind a closed door?
Yes, they did.
And did you sometimes hear the laughter of Dr. Bolak and Dr. Perlman?
I'm sure I did.
Now, Miss Levitt, did you ever witness improper behavior on the part of Dr. Bolak with Dr. Harriet Hill or anyone else?
No, of course not. Dr. Bolak was always a perfect gentleman. Always. He behaved as properly as my own father.
Thank you, Miss Levitt. I have no further questions.
The people rest, Your Honor.
Jury will take a short recess. You may step down.
Your Honor, the state has gone out of its way improperly, as I've stated before, to prove that Seneca Bolak had a motive for killing his wife. They have completely failed to prove that Eleanor Bolak was alive on the evening of February 26th. Her brain surely was not, and a pumping heart cannot define human life. And this court must not uphold the absurd idea that it does. I therefore move for a trial order of acquittal on the grounds that the state has not offered enough evidence for this case to justify going to the jury.
Shade.
Water.
Wonderful.
Water.
Oh, I see an oasis, but I'm not about to give you water.
Oh, I beg of you.
Sorry, it'll have to be white wine or very dry champagne. The water we save for special occasion.
Bucky, is it by any chance chilled and ready to go?
No, it's warm.
Come on.
Knowing how you feel about bubbles, I thought this might appeal to you. The glasses are over there.
Oh, you know what? This is what I should have thought about yesterday in the park. I should have brought you champagne.
No, blowing bubbles was exactly what I needed. They were pretty, they cheered me up, and they didn't give me a headache or make me thirsty.
Well, this won't either if we go easy. I mean, we don't want to be staggering when it comes time to meet your mother.
Really must be about hours. To, Admiral Byrd.
Okay.
May you receive none.
Heaven.
Come. Talk to me. So, what'd you do last night after I left?
Oh, I read a little, and I talked to Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
But mostly, I thought about today, and I looked forward to it.
Funny, that's kind of the same thing I did, except I talked with my mother.
Oh, hey, listen. I want to show you what I'm going to slip into later. How do you do, Mrs. Carter? Is that good enough?
She'll be knocked out.
Was she really upset about the trial?
Yeah, she kind of got in the same bind I did, having to testify to things that made Seneca look bad.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Bucky.
Well, I'm glad you're concerned about my problems.
Well, that's how I am when I feel close to someone. Hey.
Oh, Renee. I feel close to you, too.
I like that. But there's something that I think I should explain, and I think I should do it now.
Okay.
When I came to the hospital, I told you about eloping with Leo, or trying to, and about us spending a night in the motel. And I guess that you assumed that we slept together. Only it never actually happened. See, well, Leo had wanted to sleep with me for weeks, and I didn't see anything wrong. I just wasn't ready. That seems kind of strange, me being so old-fashioned, right?
Well,
I just let him take me to the motel because I was very exhausted all of a sudden. I mean, we were whizzing along on his motorcycle, and I didn't know how much longer I could hang on. Of course, I was getting sick at that time, and I didn't realize, but I just thought that we would get to a motel and rest and then go to the minister's. Only I got worse, and Leo ended up sending for Daddy.
Would you ever get in touch with him again?
No. I stopped trying. Oh, I did love him. I mean, especially when he would read me his poems and he would tell me about all the beautiful places that we would visit someday. So we were dreaming. It was still lovely.
Well, he sounds like, an interesting guy.
He was a very gentle guy. I had this terrific urge to take care of him and protect him. I suppose that was a large part of my wanting to marry him.
But you don't want to anymore.
No, that was the last thing Leo needed, a wife. I mean, marriage would have been a disaster for both of us. So I guess my getting sick when I did sort of saved me.
Well, I can't say I'm glad you got sick. But I sure like you being single. What?
There's something else. I like to flirt, but I meant it about feeling close to you. It makes me want to touch you and have you touch me, but the thing is, I'm not very experienced. Not really. Not yet. All right?
What can I say?
Say that you're not too disappointed.
I'm not too disappointed.
Thank you.
Paternity revealed.
Lucky and Nicholas deserve to know the truth. If I tell them, it'll blow them apart. Either you tell them, or I will.
And
Johnny's recruiting you to work for the Zaccharis.
will his need to prove himself push him to the mob?
I have to make this choice on my own.
Watch General Hospital, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
Itchy, irritated skin? Not only does Cordaid 12-hour advanced cream relieve itch fast, but a clinical study shows its unique Itch Shield technology lasts longer than the leading cream for 12-hour protection. For long-lasting protection, try Cordaid.
It's true. The USDA verifies that my fresh Fit and Easy chicken is raised cage-free and fed an all-veggie diet. Is there a movie deal?
Thank you. Now, ladies, don't get any ideas.
Purdue, the first chicken company to have USDA process verified programs.
At Pedigree, everything we do is for the love of dogs. So we've added more healthy ingredients to every bag we make, like essential oil for their skin and coat, vitamin E and C for a strong immune system, egg-shaped kibble for clean teeth, fiber for a happy tummy, and lots of other good stuff dogs need. Because we believe every dog deserves leading nutrition. From wet nose to wiggly butt. New Pedigree.
Coming up on an all-new Being Erica, she's seen her future.
9 years from now, something awful is going to happen.
Am I dead?
Discovered secrets from the past.
They assaulted you.
You don't know what you're talking about.
But will everything Erica's been through
I just want to make you happy.
I'm sorry.
prepare her for what comes next?
Why is this happening?
The last episode before the life-shattering season finale.
All will be revealed.
Being Erica. All new tonight at 11, only on SoapNet.
Well, Mary, boy, you sure made it over here fast.
Thanks for seeing me on such short notice.
Well, I always have time for friends.
Oh, well, this isn't a social call, Nick. I'm here to interview you for Channel R News.
Yeah, so you said. Please, sit down.
Thanks.
Rini was telling me that you got a really smooth organization over there at Channel R.
Oh, I think we do pretty well.
You are terrific. I mean, I got a cable hookup of my own. You know, I was watching you talking about some public school stuff the other day. You look terrific on a tube, Mary, like $1 million. You know, and I'm kind of glad for Rini that she's working up there with you. Of course, I'd much prefer her being in college, but I guess a good job's the next best thing. I mean, I think it would do her, or it is doing her a world of good to be working with hard-working, dedicated people like you and a Crowell kid. Oh, your daddy must be very proud. I bet everybody at Ryan's turns on the news at 6 o'clock, am I right?
Yeah, Dal's my biggest fan. Nick, if we could get on with the...
Oh, and what about Frank? How's the campaign for Congress? Boy, is he a mover, huh? Always in the ring.
Can I set this up here? I decided not to bring a camera.
Oh, yeah, thank goodness. I mean, I get very nervous when somebody takes my picture. Listen, why don't you wait with that until I'm warmed up? I'll give you the word.
Sure. I'm doing a show in the Gilchrist Manor Nursing Home, Nick, about some of its residents and some of the changes in recent years.
Oh, wait, I thought Channel R was interested in news.
Well, the changes I'm talking about are changes for the worse. I've documented a long list of inadequacies that I think are very newsworthy. And I've also discovered that there are records proving the Renee's Corporation is primary owner.
Renee's?
Your corporation.
Ah.
The ones that owns the buildings on Broadway, the 5 buildings that Frank's been interested in.
Oh, Mary, I'm surprised and disappointed that Channel R has to scrounge around for stories. I mean, we both know you can invent trouble most any place you look. I mean, somebody sees a cockroach at the kitchen in the Ashton, right away there's a big scandal blown up. And we both know that is third-rate journalism.
Well, I'm not talking about cockroaches, Nick. I'm talking about a woman dead from malnutrition and neglect.
Oh,
I'm talking about a man's suicide attempt after the administrator intimidated and browbeat him. I'm talking about people taking falls, never seeing doctors, being packed in like animals. How about a statement, Nick, huh?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Szabo.
Yeah.
As primary owner of the Gilchrist Manor Nursing Home, you have a responsibility to give its residents the kind of home they're paying for. Do you feel you're doing that?
Well, Gilchrist is just one of the many properties owned by my corporation, and well, since I don't have direct contact with the home or the residents, I rely mainly on the expertise of management.
Well, the manager, Mr. Hugh Sharp, is known to have held some of its residents in isolation.
What?
He is also in the habit of responding to complaints by withholding privileges.
Well, now, Hugh Sharp came to Gilchrist with the highest, best credentials. Now, you've made these charges known to me. I'll certainly look into the matter.
And how do you answer when you are charged with making money by depriving senior citizens?
Well, now, Mary, the senior citizens of Riverside are the backbone of the community. I respect and I admire them. That's why I was happy to invest in Gilchrist Manor, incidentally, which has enjoyed a wonderful reputation for over 25 years. Now, if there are irregularities, there are recent ones, and we'll certainly correct them. And I want to thank Channel R for looking into the matter and making me aware of these problems. Otherwise, I might not have been aware of them for days. Oh, and if there are any residents of Gilchrist Manor listening in, I send them my warmest personal regards. God bless you all.
Incredible. Just incredible.
Boy, nobody holds a grudge like a Ryan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you, your father, and the whole pack of you. I mean, you're hounding me like a pack of wolves trying to get my scalp. And all because of a little trouble with Frank, your brother. That's what all this is about, isn't it, Mary?
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with The Young and the Restless, only on SoapNet.
The first Erica Kane wedding.
Finally getting married again.
Without Erica Kane.
She just vanished.
Runaway bride.
Be with me.
Or victim of foul play.
My mother's life could be in danger.
Watch All My Children, weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
Paxil, Zoloft, and Depakote, if taken during pregnancy, may cause birth defects. If you or a loved one took Paxil, Zoloft, or Depakote during pregnancy and your child was born with a serious birth defect, you may be entitled to a cash award and medical expenses. If your child suffered a serious birth defect and you took Paxil, Zoloft, or Depakote during pregnancy, call 1-877-399-5799 now.
Bacon? Gotta get that bacon! Yummy, crunchy bacon, bacon, bacon! There in that bag!
Who wants a bacon strip?
Me, I get it myself, but I don't have thumbs! It's bacon! I love you.
Bacon strips. There's no time like bacon time.
Slim Quick is the #1 selling weight loss brand for women.
I lost 54 pounds with Slim Quick.
I lost 26 pounds with Slim Quick.
I lost 34 pounds with Slim Quick. Slim Quick contains a clinically researched key ingredient. Start losing up to 25 pounds today with Slim Quick.
Mom knew a Demare secret, and look what happened to her.
Their secret died with Faye.
Nobody has any idea what we've done.
But when Nicole gets too close,
What could Mom know about
will she be next on their hit list?
Who the hell is out there?
Watch Days of Our Lives today at 6 on SoapNet.
Damian Spinelli has seen it all.
Damian Spinelli is a man of action.
The Jackal has solved many mysteries.
And now he tells all. The Secret Life of Damian Spinelli. Now available at abc.com and wherever books are sold.
People are talking about General Hospital's Sean Butler. Patricia Rich posted on Facebook, he is a good-looking bad boy with a good side. I'm really digging this one. Elizabeth Cross agrees. Oh yes, he is a sexy man. Suki Williams-Ellis adds, I trust my eyes when I look at him, and they like what they see. Judy McCoy says, good choice, GH. And Kathleen Hahn sums it up. So damn hot. People are talking about General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet. Want more of your favorite soaps?
That's great.
Log on to abc.com/daytime. Watch current full episodes of All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live.
Online critics love it.
Plus, get exclusive sneak peeks of what's coming up next.
Sounds like a thumbs up to me.
Connect with other fans to discuss what's on your mind.
I always want to hear what you have to say.
And check out the 101 galleries to get an intimate look at the history of your favorite characters.
That's the best news I've heard all day.
Find it all now at abc.com/daytime.
Miss Coleridge, you'll have to go forward with your defense.
Your Honor, may we recess for the rest of the day? I would prefer to begin tomorrow morning.
Certainly. Court's recessed until tomorrow.
Dr. Bolek?
Elizabeth, so good to see you again, even under these unpleasant circumstances.
Thank you. We all miss you, Doctor. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to discuss Dr. Hill in any way. I certainly didn't want to.
No. Don't worry about that. You just told the truth.
But the questions that Mr. Levine asked, he made the truth sound all wrong. I was so glad that you cleared everything up. I mean, I didn't want the jury to think that Dr. Bolek and Dr. Hill...
Of course not.
Elizabeth, you take care of yourself. Give my regards to everybody, all right?
I will. I certainly will.
Well, maybe she wanted the jury to think the best, but it so happens most of them wound up thinking the worst. What's the matter with you, Seneca? I mean, why didn't you tell me?
Tell you what?
About all the conferences and the luncheons with Dr. Hill, who became Harriet, who became the delightfully intimate H.
Jill, there is nothing to tell.
You took her to a concert.
Yeah, a fundraiser at the university. I had a show. It was one of those times that Nell wasn't even sharing meals with me. She was so mad. I mean, Harriet and I sat with the entire science department.
Would Harriet confirm that?
Yes, she certainly would.
She would swear that you were just colleagues and nothing more.
I'm absolutely
sure?
positive.
Okay. Okay, come on. Let's find a phone, and I'll have her take the next plane to New York.
Wait a minute. Wait. You really have to put her on the stand?
Oh, you bet I do. Bright and early tomorrow morning. And I hope she comes in flat-heeled shoes and a potato sack and looks as though she hasn't left that laboratory in 30 years.
It's not exactly a picture of Harriet Hill.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.